the Olympic Games. Just hearing the name conjures up images of athletic brilliance, international camaraderie, and the thrill of victory. But where did this grand spectacle begin? Long before massive stadiums and televised events, the very first Olympics took place in ancient Greece. Journey back in time with us to Olympia, a sacred site nestled in the western Peloponnese. Here, amidst rolling hills and shimmering olive groves, the ancient Greeks gathered every 4 years to honor Zeus, their king of the gods. Imagine the scene, thousands of spectators, their voices a roaring symphony as they watched athletes compete in a series of grueling contests. From wrestling and boxing to chariot racing and the pentathlon, these ancient Olympians pushed their bodies and minds to the absolute brink. Victory brought not only glory and fame, but also the admiration of their peers and a place in the annals of history. For centuries, the echoes of the ancient Olympic Games lay dormant, a distant memory of a bygone era. But the spirit of Olympia, the ideal of athletes from all nations competing in the name of sportsmanship and peace, refused to be forgotten. In the late 19th century, a French visionary named Pierre de Coubertin dared to revive this ancient tradition. Coubertin, a young aristocrat with a passion for education and sport, believed that the Olympic Games could be a powerful tool for promoting international understanding and peace. In 1894, Coubertin's dream took a giant leap forward. Representatives from 12 nations gathered in Paris for the first International Olympic Congress, where the International Olympic Committee, or IOC, was founded. The air crackled with anticipation as Athens, the birthplace of the ancient Olympics, prepared to welcome the world to the first modern Olympic Games in 1896. The Panathenaic Stadium, a magnificent marble arena dating back to the 4th century BC, was painstakingly restored to its former glory. From April 6th to 15th, 1896, the eyes of the world turned to Athens as 241 athletes from 14 nations marched into the Panathenaic Stadium. Over the next 10 days, athletes competed in 43 events across 9 sports, including athletics, cycling, swimming, gymnastics, weightlifting, wrestling, fencing, shooting, and tennis. The Games were a resounding success, capturing the imagination of the public and reigniting the world's passion for sport. Among the standout performers was a young American sprinter named James Connolly, who became the first modern Olympic champion by winning the triple jump. The inaugural Games of 1896 in Athens, Greece, ignited a spark that quickly grew into a global phenomenon. The world watched in awe as athletes pushed the boundaries of human achievement, captivating audiences and solidifying the Olympics' place in the hearts of millions. The second Olympiad took us to Paris in 1900, coinciding with the city's World Fair. While lacking the historical resonance of Athens, the Paris Games expanded the Olympic program, introducing new sports like rowing, sailing, and even automobile racing. However, the inclusion of women's events for the first time marked a pivotal moment in Olympic history. The Games continued their westward journey, arriving in St. Louis, Missouri in 1904. Though marred by low participation due to logistical challenges, St. Louis brought innovations, including the first modern marathon. London, in 1908, hosted the 4th Olympiad, showcasing a city's grandeur and organisational prowess, setting a new standard for scale and spectacle. Triumph over adversity, the Games endure. The Olympic spirit faced its greatest test in the early 20th century. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 led to the cancellation of the 1916 Berlin Olympics. Despite the scars of conflict, the Olympic flame refused to be extinguished. The Games resumed in Antwerp, Belgium in 1920, symbolising a world yearning for peace and unity. Paris hosted its second Games in 1924, a celebration of sport and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Amsterdam in 1928 witnessed another milestone. the first official inclusion of women's track and field events. Athletes like Fanny Blankers-Koen of the Netherlands shattered stereotypes and inspired generations of female athletes. From Helsinki to Rome, the Olympic flame burns bright. The 1930s saw the Games navigate a world on the brink of change. Los Angeles hosted in 1932, offering a beacon of hope during the depths of the Great Depression. Berlin, in 1936, hosted the Games against a backdrop of rising nationalism and political tension. The Nazi regime hoped to use the Olympics as a platform for its propaganda, but a young African-American athlete named Jesse Owens stole the show. Owens's 4 gold medals in track and field were a resounding triumph over racism and a testament to the unifying power of sport. Yet, in 1948, a war-torn London, still bearing the scars of conflict, bravely hosted the Games, representing hope and renewal. Icons of the Games, legends are made. Helsinki, Finland welcomed the world in 1952, with the Soviet Union participating for the first time, ushering in an era of Cold War rivalry. In 1956, Melbourne, Australia became the first city in the Southern Hemisphere to host the Games. Despite political tensions, Melbourne 1956 will be remembered for the remarkable sportsmanship displayed by Hungarian and Soviet athletes in the water polo final. Rome, the Eternal City, provided a spectacular setting for the 1960 Olympics. A young Cassius Clay, later known as Muhammad Ali, burst onto the scene, captivating audiences with his lightning-fast fists and charismatic personality. Bridges across borders, the unifying power of sport. The Olympic Games, since their modern revival in 1896, have transcended the boundaries of sport, becoming a global platform for fostering unity and understanding among nations. Every 2 years, the world watches in awe as athletes from all corners of the globe gather, not as representatives of their political differences, but as ambassadors of sportsmanship and fair play. The very act of competing under a shared banner fosters a sense of camaraderie that transcends cultural and linguistic barriers. Athletes, united by their passion for their respective sports, often form bonds of friendship and respect that extend far beyond the field of play. The shared excitement of victory, the agony of defeat, and the inspiring stories of perseverance and triumph resonate with viewers regardless of their nationality. Cultural exchange and global understanding, sharing the world's tapestry. Beyond the thrill of competition, the Summer Olympics offer a unique opportunity for cultural exchange and global understanding. Host cities transform into vibrant stages, showcasing their history, art, music, and traditions to a global audience. The opening ceremony, often a spectacular display of artistry and technology, becomes a window into the host country's cultural heritage. From traditional dances and music to elaborate costumes and storytelling, the ceremony celebrates the nation's identity and shares its unique narrative with the world. The Games create an atmosphere of curiosity and openness, encouraging dialogue and fostering a deeper understanding of our interconnected world. Empowering women and celebrating diversity, breaking barriers, building bridges. The Summer Olympics have played a pivotal role in advancing gender equality and celebrating diversity in the realm of sports. From the inclusion of the first female athletes in 1900 to the growing representation of women in leadership roles within the Olympic movement, the Games have made significant strides in promoting women's participation and recognition in sports. The inspiring performances of female athletes on the Olympic stage have challenged gender stereotypes and empowered women worldwide. Moreover, the Olympics have become a platform for celebrating the diversity of human ability through the Paralympic Games. By embracing diversity and promoting equality, the Olympics strive to create a level playing field where everyone has the opportunity to achieve their full potential. The legacy of the Games, transforming cities and inspiring generations. The impact of hosting the Summer Olympics extends far beyond the closing ceremony, leaving a lasting legacy on the host city and inspiring generations to come. The Games serve as a catalyst for urban renewal and infrastructure development, transforming the city's landscape and enhancing its global profile. Investments in state-of-the-art sporting venues, transportation systems, and public amenities not only cater to the needs of the Games, but also benefit residents for years to come. The improved infrastructure enhances connectivity, facilitates economic activity, and enhances the overall quality of life in the host city. The Olympic spirit, with its emphasis on excellence, respect, and friendship, continues to inspire generations long after the Games have ended. The Olympic price tag, a balancing act of costs and benefits, hosting the Summer Olympics. It's a dream for many cities, a chance to shine on the world stage. But this dazzling spectacle comes with a hefty price tag. As cities vie for the honour of hosting the Games, they must carefully weigh the potential economic benefits against the undeniable costs. The 2016 Rio Olympics, for example, cost an estimated $13 billion, while the 2020 Tokyo Games saw costs balloon to over $20 billion. While the economic boost from tourism, job creation, and increased investment can be substantial, critics argue that the costs often outweigh the benefits. It depends on a myriad of factors, including the host city's existing infrastructure, its ability to attract private investment, and its long-term vision for utilizing Olympic legacies. Section 2. Infrastructure overhaul. Building for the Games and beyond. One of the most significant expenses associated with hosting the Olympics is infrastructure development. Cities must ensure they have the capacity to handle the influx of athletes, officials, media, and spectators from around the world. This often necessitates upgrading existing transportation networks, building new roads and railways, and expanding airport capacity. Furthermore, host cities invest heavily in constructing state-of-the-art sporting venues, from iconic stadiums for athletics and swimming to specialized facilities for gymnastics, cycling, and aquatic sports. These venues not only serve the needs of the Games, but can also become landmarks of the city, attracting future sporting events, concerts, and other large-scale gatherings. The challenge lies in ensuring that these infrastructure investments benefit the city and its residents long after the Olympic flame has been extinguished. Careful planning and a focus on sustainability are crucial to avoid creating white elephant stadiums and infrastructure that become a financial burden rather than an asset. Some cities have successfully leveraged the Olympics as a catalyst for urban renewal, using the Games as an opportunity to revitalize neglected neighborhoods, improve public transportation, and create new green spaces. Section 3. Tourism boom. Showcasing the host city to the world. The Summer Olympics offer host cities an unparalleled opportunity to showcase their unique character and attractions to a global audience. The influx of athletes, officials, media, and spectators from around the world provides a significant boost to the local tourism industry. Hotels, restaurants, shops, and tourist attractions experience a surge in demand during the Games, generating revenue and creating jobs. The media spotlight on the host city also provides invaluable free publicity, enhancing its global profile and attracting future visitors. However, managing the tourism boom effectively is crucial. Cities must ensure they have adequate accommodation, transportation, and security measures in place to handle the influx of visitors. They must also strive to create a positive and memorable experience for tourists, encouraging them to become ambassadors for the city and return for future visits. Furthermore, cities must be mindful of the potential negative impacts of over-tourism, such as strain on infrastructure, environmental degradation, and cultural commodification. Sustainable tourism practices and community engagement are essential to mitigate these risks and ensure that the benefits of tourism are shared equitably. Section 4, economic opportunities and challenges, a catalyst for growth. Proponents of hosting the Olympics often cite the potential for economic growth and job creation as major benefits. The construction boom leading up to the Games generates employment in various sectors, from construction and engineering to hospitality and tourism. Furthermore, the influx of visitors during the Games creates a surge in demand for goods and services, benefiting local businesses and stimulating economic activity. The increased global profile of the host city can also attract foreign investment and boost industries such as tourism, technology, and real estate. However, critics argue that these economic benefits are often overstated and unevenly distributed. They point out that many of the jobs created are temporary, disappearing once the Games are over. They also raise concerns about the potential for displacement of local residents and businesses due to rising costs and gentrification. Moreover, the economic success of the Games is not guaranteed and depends on various factors, including global economic conditions, the effectiveness of planning and execution, and the ability to control costs and maximize revenue streams. Section 5. The post-Games hangover, avoiding white elephants and debt. One of the most significant challenges for host cities is managing the legacy of the Olympics. Once the excitement of the Games subsides, cities are often left with costly infrastructure, including stadiums and sports venues that may struggle to attract events and generate revenue. These white elephants can become a financial drain on the city, requiring ongoing maintenance and operating costs. Moreover, the debt incurred to finance the Games can take decades to repay, diverting resources from other essential services, such as education, healthcare, and social programs. To avoid the post-Games hangover, cities must prioritize long-term planning and sustainability. This includes designing venues that can be adapted for multiple uses after the Games, incorporating sustainable building practices, and ensuring that infrastructure investments align with the city's overall development goals. Furthermore, cities should explore public-private partnerships to share the costs and risks of hosting the Games and establish legacy funds to manage the long-term maintenance and operation of Olympic venues. By learning from past experiences and adopting a forward-thinking approach, cities can maximize the benefits of hosting the Olympics while minimizing the risks. The dark side of the Games, when politics casts a shadow. The Olympic Games, despite their ideals of peace and unity, often get entangled in international politics. The stage for athletic achievement has become a platform for political protest, boycotts, and violence. The 1936 Berlin Olympics under Nazi Germany is a stark reminder of political manipulation. Jesse Owens' 4 gold medals shattered Hitler's Aryan supremacy notions. The Cold War turned the Olympics into a proxy battleground for US and Soviet rivalry. Boycotts in 1980 and 84 marred the Games. The 2008 Beijing and 2014 Sochi Olympics faced political scrutiny. These events highlight the tension between Olympic ideals and political realities. The doping dilemma, a constant battle for fair play. The pursuit of athletic excellence has often been tainted by doping. This battle against cheating challenges the spirit of fair play. From amphetamines to gene manipulation, athletes seek unfair advantages. These practices pose serious health risks. The IOC has implemented rigorous testing regimes. The fight against doping requires constant vigilance and technological advancements. Security concerns, protecting the Olympic dream. The joy and celebration of the Olympic Games have, tragically, been marred by security concerns and acts of violence. The global stage that brings together athletes and spectators from around the world has also, at times, become a target for terrorism and other security threats. The 1972 Munich Olympics were forever scarred by the terrorist attack on the Israeli Olympic team, resulting in the deaths of 11 athletes and coaches. This horrific event exposed the vulnerability of the Games and led to increased security measures at subsequent Olympics. The 1996 Atlanta Olympics were also shaken by a bombing in Centennial Olympic Park, killing 2 people and injuring over 100. These events, along with the growing threat of global terrorism, have forced host cities to implement unprecedented security measures, transforming the Olympic Games into high-security events. From extensive surveillance systems and metal detectors to heavily armed security personnel and intelligence sharing between nations, the cost of security has become a significant expense for host cities. Balancing the need for safety with the desire to maintain the festive and welcoming spirit of the Games remains a constant challenge. Section 4. The price of progress. Balancing growth with responsibility. As the Olympic Games continue to evolve, they face growing scrutiny over their environmental impact and the social responsibility of hosting such mega events. The pursuit of grandeur and spectacle often comes at a cost, raising concerns about sustainability, displacement of communities, and the long-term consequences for host cities. The construction boom associated with the Games, while generating economic activity, can also lead to deforestation, habitat destruction, and increased carbon emissions. The influx of tourists, while boosting the local economy, can also strain resources and contribute to pollution. Moreover, the displacement of communities to make way for Olympic venues has raised concerns about social equity and the rights of marginalized groups. The challenge for future Olympic Games lies in finding a balance between the desire for growth and the responsibility to minimize negative impacts on the environment and local communities. The IOC has introduced sustainability guidelines and encourages host cities to adopt environmentally friendly practices. However, more needs to be done to ensure that the Olympics become a model for sustainable development, promoting social inclusion and leaving a positive legacy for future generations. Section 1. The future of the Games: innovation, sustainability, and inclusivity. The Olympic Games, a testament to human ambition, athleticism, and the pursuit of excellence, stand at a crossroads. As we look to the future, the Games face both challenges and opportunities. To remain relevant and inspiring for generations to come, the Olympic movement must adapt, innovate, and embrace change. Sustainability has emerged as a paramount concern, as the environmental impact of hosting mega events like the Olympics can no longer be ignored. Future Games must prioritize eco-friendly practices, from minimizing carbon emissions and reducing waste to utilizing renewable energy sources and promoting sustainable transportation. The IOC has already taken steps in this direction, introducing sustainability guidelines and encouraging host cities to adopt environmentally responsible practices. The 2024 Paris Olympics, for example, aim to be the first climate-positive Games, setting a new standard for future events. Furthermore, the Games must continue to evolve to reflect the changing landscape of sports and society. This includes embracing new sports and disciplines that appeal to a younger generation, such as skateboarding, surfing, and sport climbing, which made their Olympic debut at the 2020 Tokyo Games. Section 2. Embracing technology. Enhancing the Olympic experience. Technology has always played a role in the evolution of the Olympic Games, from the introduction of underwater cameras to capture the grace of swimmers to the use of instant replay to review close calls and ensure fair play. As technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace, it will undoubtedly shape the future of the Games in profound ways. Virtual reality and augmented reality have the potential to revolutionize how fans experience the Olympics. Imagine being able to watch the Games from the perspective of an athlete, feeling the rush of adrenaline as they compete, or virtually touring Olympic venues from the comfort of your own home. Artificial intelligence could be used to enhance training methods, analyze athlete performance, and even officiate events with greater accuracy and objectivity. Wearable technology can track athlete biometrics, providing real-time data to optimize performance and prevent injuries. However, the integration of technology must be balanced with the need to preserve the human element of the Games. Section 3. The enduring spirit of the Games, a beacon of hope for humanity. Despite challenges and controversies, the Olympic Games hold a unique place in hearts worldwide. Rooted in excellence, fair play, and international understanding, the Games symbolize unity and hope. For a few weeks every 2 years, the world celebrates humanity's best. The Olympic motto, faster, higher, stronger, together, embodies global community and achievement. As long as the flame burns brightly, it inspires generations to strive for excellence and build a better world.